All right, y'all, welcome back to the vlog. I ended my last video saying that I was going to Powerhouse to run a full out, but then I checked the class schedule and they had classes all morning. So now I am really headed there. I just dropped Reagan at school. I'm headed to Powerhouse. I have a massage in about an hour and 10. So this is not going to be like some 40-minute long practice. Like, I'm probably going to run one, maybe two full outs, assuming, you know, if the first one is good and it's really good, then it'll just be one. If it's a little questionable, I might run two. I am drinking this, it is Popsicle brand C4 cherry. The grape one, I think I told y'all, wasn't amazing, if I remember correctly, but this one's pretty good. I mean, if I'm gonna drink C4, I probably would still go with the pink Starburst more often than not. But this one and the Skittles one are both pretty good. Like, if that was the only option, I would drink them. And even if it weren't the only option, depending on what the other options were, I would still pick this over like any Celsius drink. I used to love Celsius, y'all, but I don't know, Celsius, I think this is actually, well, I'll tell you why I don't like Celsius anymore. It started tasting too vitamin-y to me, like, and I don't know if that's real, or if one time we were on a road trip, I remember very specifically, I poured, my Celsius wasn't cold. So we went to a gas station, I got a cup of ice, and I poured my Celsius into it, and it was like a bright yellow, and it just, I don't know, I didn't like that it wasn't clear. All of these energy drinks are clear. The Rise ones are not clear. Like, the Rise Kool-Aid is red. You know, the Rise, what other flavors of Rise? Like, I have the Sunny D, that's orange. But most of these beverages, especially the C4s, they're clear, and I just like that better. So anyway, it's pretty good. These are on sale at Grocery Outlet, and now that I've tasted this, I'm like, yes, I am gonna get more of these. The pink Starbursts are also on sale, so I will also get more of those. Because we know I'm gonna be drinking these energy drinks anyway, so I might as well get them for $2 each instead of $3 each. Or if I get them at the gym, $5 each. So anyway, it's pretty good. We'll see if it does the trick. I mean, at this point, this is just a placebo. I don't think the caffeine impacts me at all. So anyway, first full out since the show. We're 2 weeks out. I feel like I'm feeling better. I still have a little tiny bit of a cough. But I'm done with my antibiotics. I still have been taking the cough suppressant. So I think this will still be pretty good. So I expect it to be pretty good. I'm not sure about these pants that I have on. They're like a little big now. So I have to keep pulling them up. So I'm like, how is that going to impact me during a routine? But I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter. Taco gets here today. I'm going to train with them later. But yeah, that's what we got going on today. So I'll let you know how this routine goes. All right. Oh, that was good. Holy smokes, I can't breathe though. That was the best one I've ever done. Ever. Oh, fuck. Sorry, excuse my language. Oh my gosh. That was good. Let me raise this up. Okay. Oh. Let me go get my water. Okay. I'm not doing that again. That was so good. I mean, I'm not doing it again today. What's going on? Where's my straw? Okay, anyway, that was so good. There was one point where I definitely was like, yikes, you're tired, that was sloppy. And I gotta figure out, because there's a couple parts that I changed. I really only changed them so that they look cleaner. Like my one arm push-up at both of my shows, I've gotten feedback that it needs to go lower. I'm screaming because I can't breathe. I've gotten feedback at both shows that my one arm push-up needs to go lower. The only way for me to go lower on my one arm push-up is if I slow down. Like, I was doing it like to the beat, like on count, like 1 and 2. I can't go all the way down at that pace. So that's a part that I slowed down so that I could get full range of motion, but then that puts me behind. And then there's another part, which I can catch up, but then there's another part that again, I slowed down to make sure the execution looks intentional, but it puts me behind. So I have to tweak my ending just a little bit so that I finish with the music, because that time was really good, but I finished probably two or three counts after the music, which if you don't finish with your music, then it looks like you made a mistake somewhere. So I just have to fix that, but that was good. That was good. I haven't even watched it yet, but I could tell by how that felt that was good. I'm a lot more tired than I normally am at the end of a routine, but I think that's just because of my cough. And I also haven't been doing much HIIT. So I already mentioned that I was gonna add HIIT back in this week. Now, you know, it's this weekend, then it's peak week, but I promise you, 1 week of doing HIIT every day, even if it's just 20 minutes, that will take care of my conditioning. It's not like I've been off all season. Like, it's one thing to try to get back in shape after you've taken 6 months off. I'm just trying to get back in shape from not doing HIIT for a few weeks. So I'm gonna do that. Y'all, I feel that was fire. Okay, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna try to rework some of that choreography for the next, I don't know, it's 11:26, my massage is at 12. It's only like around the corner. So as long as I'm out of here by 11:40, I'll get there in plenty of time. So I'm gonna try to rework some of the choreography at the very end. And I'm gonna go get my massage. I am so happy with that. I cannot wait to watch that video and send it to Ruben. That was good. Oh, let's go, y'all. We're 2 weeks out. It's crazy. Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday, the 7th. Yeah, it's Saturday the 7th. I just got up. I am about to do my check-ins. We are going to Bakersfield today. So I didn't really want to film a lot yesterday because my video was already over an hour long. And when it gets to being that long, I already know I'm going to have storage issues. So I don't think that I filmed much. I know that I filmed after my routine. I don't know that I filmed. I know I filmed something for Instagram, but Bailey and Taco got here last night. So I started working out with them. I met them at Self-Made, which is where Ruben trains, but Reagan was with us because we didn't have anyone to watch her. And you're allowed to have your kids there, but they just have to sit down. And she was doing okay for a hot second, but she wasn't having it. So I was like, you know what? I'm leaving. I'm going to go to boot camp where somebody can watch my child. So I went to boot camp and did leg day. Oh, I was beat. I was beat during leg day, but we did it. And then I went to Powerhouse, but I only did 30 minutes of cardio. Again, my body needed a break. And Ruben even told me, he's like, why don't you just take a rest day? But I was like, I'm already taking a rest day on Sunday, so I didn't take a rest day, but I did only do 30 minutes of cardio. So anyway, now we're up. Ruben's out doing his cardio. I am about to do my check-in photos. I did gain 1 pound, I didn't gain it overnight, but I'm 131.8 this morning, which I already knew because I was heavy going to bed last night because I didn't poop yesterday. So it is what it is. We're going to take check-in photos. But I still feel really good. I'm still not on a high. That's I'm not that excited. I'm kind of emotionally, I'm kind of a zombie. But still, I don't know. It's hard to explain because, in my mind, I'm yes, I'm so excited. I'm killing it, blah, blah, blah. But in my body and even just, in my mood, I'm just okay. So anyway, all that to say is I would say I'm still on a high from how my routine went yesterday. But, there is no high when you're on 1,000 calories. But I'm still very excited about that. I do plan to run another full out tomorrow in Bakersfield. So we're staying overnight. I don't know if I said that before, but we were just going to make a turnaround trip. But because my brother and my sister-in-law were working all weekend and out of town. But they're no, we get home Saturday night. So we're going to the movies on Sunday if you guys want to stay. So anyway, we're staying. And so we're going to be there tomorrow. So I'm going to run another full out. I'm going to run a lot more full outs in the next 2 weeks than I did in between Van and Arizona because I want to feel extremely confident in how this routine is going to go. And like I said, if it goes how it went yesterday, you know, I will be very happy with that. So we just gotta keep getting the reps done. And yeah, I'm gonna take my check-in photos and hopefully get this video uploaded in the next few hours.
You were just like, okay, she can do that. Oh, the first part.
Okay, so I haven't been filming because I've been driving all day. Welcome back, YouTube. I don't know where we are. So we're at choreography with Taco. But I don't think that Bailey has gotten enough camera time from me. Okay, this is Bailey, Taco's BFF. This is what I love about Bailey and Taco's friendship. Bailey is the manager. So I'm like, oh yeah, let's try to do this, let's try to do that. And Bailey's like, yeah, actually, she can do this, she can do that. And like, we were thinking, do this. And Taco's like, when did we discuss that? And Bailey's like, well, yeah, but you can do that. And I love it because this is why Bailey is a girl after my own heart. Because when was it? Okay, y'all know I posted that, like, the fitness scoring video. And I sent it to Taco and was like, oh yeah, just watch this when you get a chance. She goes, oh, Bailey already watched it. I said, see, that's what I'm talking about, Bailey. Yes, Reagan. Oh, here we are. Here we are. They're all ready. Hi, Joey girl. What's wrong?
No.
Your tummy hurts? Okay, how about we go lay down in front of the fan? Okay, well, we got to get to choreography. I just thought it was really funny that Bailey was doing choreography and volunteering Taco for skills. And Taco was like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't remember talking about that. I wish you guys could see what it took me to set this up. I think that I'm in the frame. So if you remember in my last YouTube video, I recorded about the Half C's Cookie Company, and I told y'all, well, I recorded this whole clip, but then my camera at some point stopped recording because I had it facing the other way, so I couldn't see the screen, whatever. So now I still have it facing that way because I still want to be able to zoom out, but I have my niece's iPad camera open so that I can see if my camera's on. Anyway, look at me waving this. Anyway, and I don't have a tripod, so it's like a candle is holding this up, and then my keys are, it's too much. Anyway, okay, so I have been following this page for like 3 or 4 days, not very long, but I've gone into a deep dive on their page, okay? It's called Brew Crew Coffee Company, and they make, I don't know if y'all have heard of the dirty sodas, but they're basically like sodas that have half and half or cream or whatever, like flavored creamer inside of them. And I asked my sister-in-law, and she was like, I've never heard of that. But it's like, you know, there's like the Italian sodas with ice cream. It's like that, basically. That's like the inspiration, I guess. So anyway, I love a dirty soda. I don't have it often, obviously, but this page makes all these dirty energy drinks. So they have a whole series on these dirty energy drinks. So it's like, here's our dirty Alani. This is with this flavor Alani, and then we put this flavor syrup in it, and then we make this flavor cold foam, whatever. I'm in prep. I can't be doing all that. However, I was like, you know what? I'm inspired. This is going to be a poor man's version of it for a couple of reasons. The first one is, the main reason is that I'm not at home. I am at Jason's house. So they don't have the syrups that we have. They only have 2. They have salted caramel and English toffee, which I don't know that either of those would go well in the energy drink flavor that I happen to bring, which is my Sunny D Rise and my vanilla core power. So I'm going to use vanilla core power instead of half and half. And I'm using a Rise instead of an Alani, but I don't have any flavored syrups with me that I think would go well in this. I don't even know what would go well in this. Maybe a fruit flavor, like a cherry and orange, like yum. That's like what I get if I go to like a Shave Ice. Like that's what I would get, cherry and orange with ice cream on bottom. Like that's what I imagined this to be. However, I don't have any sugar-free cherry syrup here. I also don't have a frother with me. I thought they would have a frother. They got they got 2 air fryers, an Nespresso, a Keurig, a Ninja Creamy, Ninja. They got everything, but no frother. So I'm not going to be able to froth this and make it like a cold foam situation. So I don't know how good this is going to be because it's literally just going to be my Rise and my core power. It's probably going to be disgusting, but I'm just thinking like maybe it's going to be giving creamsicle. And I'm not going to use the whole thing because in case it's disgusting, I still need this energy drink. So I'm only going to do like a very small, I have no clue what I'm doing, you guys. A small situation. I'm going to try this again when if this is like moderately tasty, I'm going to go get some sugar-free fruit flavored syrup. I think this would be really good with my fruit punch one too, but Ruben took that one. I'm terrified to taste this. I'm not terrified. I think it's going to be fine. If it's kind of good, I'm going to go get the ingredients and do this again at home. That is fire. That's fire. And if I had a sugar-free cherry syrup, this would go so hard. Yeah, I'm doing this. This is my pre-workout. So I was about to make my pre-workout meal, which I need protein, but I usually just put this like in my cream of rice. But no, I'm doing this situation. Okay, this is a very niche like flavoring food item, obviously. So it's not going to be for everyone. But if you're into the dirty soda trend, try it with an energy drink, and also go follow Brew Crew Coffee because I just followed them again. None of their stuff is sugar free. Like, so you're gonna have to modify it if you're at all interested in keeping this macro friendly. But oh, that goes hard. That goes hard. Okay, so I have been in Bakersfield this weekend. So obviously I recorded yesterday while I was doing choreography with Taco, and then I recorded like just now 15 minutes ago when I was making that that little dirty energy drink, which was so good. I'm still not over it. And I also don't know why I said I thought it was going to be disgusting, because I actually kind of knew it was going to be good. I think I just forgot that I've done something like that before. I put vanilla protein powder in orange juice and shaken it up. Chef's kiss. Anyway, Ruben, I'm just here to pick up Ruben from the gym. So Reagan went to the movies with her cousin. Ruben came to the gym during that time, and I was at the house by myself. But now I'm picking up Ruben, and I don't know what we're going to do for the next hour or so while Reagan is still at the movies. But I'm taking a rest day. I was going to run my routine today, but honestly, I need a rest. I need like a full rest day. Now, we'll see how I feel when I go home this afternoon and decide to do cardio. But I think I'm taking a full rest day, just to let my body and mind recover so that I can push really hard for these last 2 weeks, because we're 2 weeks out, y'all. Like, and I feel really good mentally. Like I've been saying, I feel really good mentally. Physically, I'm definitely slowing down. But I think taking this rest day today will help me just like physically recharge. I'm adding those HIIT days back in. So I'm going to do HIIT every single day in addition to my hour-long steady state. However, it's only going to be 20 minutes. Like, I'm not doing 45-minute, like a full boot camp, like 20-minute HIIT session. And this is like Metcon, like weighted HIIT. All 5 days. Probably a couple of them will just be like core strength and conditioning, so just abs and HIIT. But doing that on top of my hour of steady state, on top of my lifts, on top of my routine, like we are going to hit it hard this week, because again, we're looking good, but I just think it's time to like really squeeze all the juice out of this orange. Okay, it's almost go time. And I had mentioned this, like this is supposed to be a 2025 qualifier technically based on the dates, but it is a 2024. But the more I just like hammer in on this prep, I'm like, man, of course this is the assumption that I'm gonna win. I wish this was a 2025 qualifier. One, because I am truly emptying the tank here, and I'm like, man, after this show, I don't want to do another show, even if it's the Olympia. Which obviously, if I win, I'm going to do the Olympia anyway. I'm like, man, I really wish that after this show, I could take 6 months off to grow my back and my shoulders even more, and then prep for the Olympia next year. But that's not what it is. You don't get to just choose which Olympia you're going to if you win. So it is what it is. We're going to cross that bridge when we get there. If I win this show, obviously, even though I've said I'm emptying the tank, I'm going to have to find some more gas if I win this show. But again, we're going to cross that bridge when we get there. At this point, like I said before, I'm not even trying to worry about winning. I'm just trying to worry about being like lights out, the best I've ever done, physique and routine wise. So anyway, Ruben's getting in the car, so we'll chat soon. All right, good morning, everybody. I am headed to Powerhouse. It is before 7 a.m. Look at me, early morning girly. I have to run my routine today. I hate doing my routine this early because my body is just not ready. But it has to get ready. It doesn't matter. On Sundays, I normally do it around 8. So it's not like I've never done it in the morning before. But, I'm fasted. Well, I'm drinking my dirty energy drink. Doesn't look like much now. I did do the fruit punch. And I frothed. I frothed half. Why can't I say that word? Why is that word sound weird to me? I frothed half of my protein, because the frother, like, it really makes it like all froth. Like there's no liquid. So I poured half the liquid and then I frothed half of it. So here we are. And then I just literally just now just topped it off with more of the protein shake. Y'all, this is so good. Anyway, gonna go do my routine. It's like 6:30, something like that, 6:35. There is a spin class that happens at 7:30, so I got to be done by then. Hopefully I'll be done long before then. I only need one full out. And then I am going to try, depending on what time it is, although I guess if they come in at 7:30, even if I'm not done, like, I got to be done. So at 7:30 at the latest, I'm going to do a HIIT circuit. Today I'll probably do a Metcon one, like a weighted one. And then I got to come, I got to clock in for mom duties. Reagan is obviously still asleep right now. Clock in for mom duties, and then our day starts going. I take Reagan to gymnastics school. I go train with Ruben, maybe finish a little bit of cardio there, then go pick up Reagan, and then, like, I have apartment tours, and then I have to go maybe to boot camp. Like, the day starts rolling. So we're clocking in. We got these perfect prep days. Like, y'all, even after traveling, like, when I got on that scale, I mean, I knew the scale would be scaling because I had perfect prep days. I did not care. While we were in Bakersfield, I was still on it. I am so proud of myself, because normally Bakersfield, when I go to my brother's house, it is hard to stay on because they got snacks. They have more snacks than we do. And we have a lot of snacks at our house, but, like, they have a full pantry, full fridge at all times. Whatever your heart desires, I can find it at my brother's house. Okay, literally, we were at the store buying, like, our chicken, and Reagan picks up these Danimals, like, yogurt drinks. First off, she's had that, like, once in her life, so I don't know why she gravitated toward that. But I'm just, like, trying to get her. I'm like, Reagan, Joey has that at her house. I have no idea. Joey's my niece. I'm like, I have no idea if they really have that, but I'm just, like, saying it just so that Reagan will put it down. Like, I'm really just saying, like, we don't need to buy that right now because they have stuff at their house. Because I was like, I'm not buying you any snacks. Like, they have plenty of snacks. So anyway, I'm like, Joey has it at her house, Reagan. Like, put it down. I knew as soon as we got to their house, Reagan would forget about it anyway. And she did. But sure enough, I opened up that fridge and I'm like, they really do have the Danimals yogurts here. Anyway, all that to say, it's hard to stay on when I go there just because they do have a lot of snacks. They just got a lot of stuff. They also, however, they did have all the sugar-free sauces. They had a lot of not sugar-free sauces too. They had all the seasonings, all of the stuffs. So we stayed on. I got home last night. I weighed 131.8. But then I had another meal. I was so tempted, y'all. I was so tempted, just go to bed. Forget this last meal. Forget the last meal. Wake up at a new low tomorrow. But I had to eat. So I ate. Then I was 133.8. And then I woke up this morning at 131.8 again. But it was just, I was just really happy because usually after Bakersfield, the scale is, nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up, okay? And it wasn't. So, anywho, that just, like, again, it's just reigniting. So, excuse me. Anyway, I'm going to finish this and gather myself because I only have like 2 more minutes on this drive. My heater is on full blast. It's 73 degrees outside. As much as I complain, remember I was about to go, as much as I complained about how hot it was, like, it's 73 degrees. I'm like, it's cold. I can't be pleased. I am the problem. Okay, I sat in my car too long. It's 6:54. I sat in there. I sat in there probably a good 10 minutes. Class doesn't start for 35 more minutes. I just feel like these people get here really early so they can, like, pick their bike or something. Plus, they still gotta warm up. We're gonna see. If there's people in here, then okay, so far so good. Nobody's in here. Let's see if we can get this thing done.
Okay. But I might ask her about that this week. You have one at home?
I apologize. I got her voice now. But she goes here, so I'm just like, right. Regardless, we're supposed to be controlled like emotions. There's parts of me.
So I tried it twice. The first time I just made a mistake. It just is what it is, so I stopped. Because I knew I was going to do it again, so I wasn't about to make myself tired, like fighting for my life. I was just like, whatever, I'm done. Second time, there are literally people walking through the area. So y'all about to find out, like, that you need to move. Sorry, I'm still fighting back a cough. And it was really good, but they were literally walking in the space, so I just stopped. Super irritated. It's not like, I'm not like, y'all don't need to report me to Joey Swole. I don't think the gym is my own private studio. Like, I understand that other people have a right to be there, especially because those people are really going there for a class. But the class doesn't start for 20 more minutes. Like, and you see that I'm moving around the floor, like, at least, I don't know, if I see someone already doing something in the area that I'm walking through, I'm at least trying to be like, oh, sorry, like, where do you need me to be? Like, I don't know. I'm just super irritated. I could have prevented this by getting up earlier, but I didn't, so it's my fault too. Anyway, I am going to do a burn on demand, quick camp, and then I'm going to go. I actually have to go to the store and get egg whites first because we are out of egg whites at the house. I'm going to go to the store, get egg whites, and then go home and get this day started. I might not lift with Ruben. I might say, no, I have to do that. I was just trying to think of, like, if I come back in the middle of the day, typically that room is empty during, like, that, like, after the whatever 10:30 or 11 o'clock class they have, like, in the 12 to 2 p.m., 12 to 3 p.m., it's usually empty. So I'm like, maybe I can come back during that time before I go get Reagan from school, but I have to lift. And if I don't lift while Reagan's at school, I have to lift at Powerhouse, which is fine, but I've, like, been really liking lifting with Ruben. We don't have they don't have child watch there. So I just have to figure out. Anyway, I'm gonna do my hair right now and figure that out later. All right, change of plans, everybody. So I was about to sit down and I was about to do a burn on demand HIIT workout. Well, I messaged, so my mom does the laundry at the gym for a discounted membership. And you know what? I had a dream about that. It has nothing to do with this, so I'm not going to tell the story. So my mom does the laundry, but she's out of town. So, and sometimes, like, I just go to the gym more often than my mom, obviously, because I work there. So sometimes I will take the towels, just because why am I going to make her drive all the way to the gym when I'm already there, right? So anyway, I took the towels. And I was like, okay, I'll just bring them back before the Monday camps. Well, we got home late last night. I just didn't really feel like driving all the way to Burn Boot Camp. So I just messaged them and I was like, hey, I have the towels. Do you have enough to get you through, like, the 9:30 camp? Because Reagan has gymnastics. I can take them after gymnastics. Otherwise, if you need them now, I can take them before gymnastics. I feel like we have 4 clean towels. So I'm like, okay, I will take them now. However, taking them now, that's, 15 minutes in one direction, 15 minutes in the other, 30 minutes. I do not have time to do this workout right now. So now I'm really trying to move around my day. I'm like, okay, I'm going to take the towels there. I'm going to run to the store, grab egg whites. Then I'm going to come home and get Reagan for gymnastics. During Reagan's gymnastics class, I normally sit there and, like, watch gymnastics. Not today. Oh, shoot, I didn't pay for, oh, yes, I did pay for gymnastics. Okay. Sorry, it's the first of the month. Like, that's just one of the bills that's not on auto pay, so I have to, like, remember to pay it. Anyway, normally I sit and watch gymnastics. Today, I'm going out in the front lawn of gymnastics, and I'm doing a workout because I got to find the time somewhere. Y'all. We are less than 2 weeks out. We are not going to be rolling over cardio. We are not going to be skipping things. I'm probably going to have to work out on my own without Ruben today, which is not ideal, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to see what happens. If I can get this workout done during gymnastics, like if Reagan isn't coming out every 5 seconds, because she tends to do that. If I can get this workout done during gymnastics, then I probably can still work out with Ruben, which again would be an ideal situation. But if not, I'm going to have to work out at Powerhouse tonight, which I really don't want to do, but listen, you got to do what you got to do.
$3.99. Savings $2. Insert.
Okay. My day has kind of gone completely sideways. So I did not work out while Reagan was at gymnastics because the grass was wet and I didn't have, like, a mat or anything. So I was like, well, whatever, I'll just get some other work done. So now I'm headed to boot camp, or not boot camp, I'm headed to Powerhouse. and I am going to just work out there. So hopefully, you know, I have basically until Reagan gets out of school, which is in 3 hours. I really do not want to be at the gym for 3 hours. I would like to rest before I pick her up. I don't anticipate anything I'm doing taking 3 hours. However, I do have to squeeze in a routine practice. I have to run a full out. So that's going to be the very first thing I do, is running a full out, assuming there's nobody in that room. Then I am going to do a HIIT workout, because I know if I don't do the HIIT workout immediately, it's going to be a struggle for me to get it done. Then I have to do leg day, because I was going to go train with Ruben. It's just, I'm already going to be at Powerhouse. Ruben's gym is another 15 minutes away. It's just too much. So then I'm going to do leg day, and we're going to see what time it is from there. Hopefully it will not be time for me to go pick up Reagan from school. Again, I don't imagine that it's going to be that long, but you never know. It also just depends on what that room is looking like. So there's that. I really don't want to do leg day because I don't have my flat shoes with me. I only have my running shoes with me. I don't like to do leg day in running shoes, but I'm also just like, whatever. People do it all the time. I see people doing goblet squats and hokas all the time. So I think I can survive it. It's not like I'm powerlifting today. So anyway, I just went to 7-Eleven. So listen, I love all of these stores coming out with their store brand versions. I think I told y'all a while ago that Equate Walmart came out with like their own version of Snickers and all those things. I haven't bought those. I'm not really like that much into candy bars anyway, besides the fast break. So I'm probably honestly never gonna buy that. 7-Eleven, apparently these came out a couple months ago. I went there to get an energy drink and a Gatorade Zero. Well, 7-Eleven has Replenish. Burn Boot Camps is also called Replenish, but ours is actually 0 calories. This is 0 per serving, but 10 calories per bottle, which means when they say 0, they mean less than 5. For those who don't know, for labeling purposes, if it's under 5 calories, they can say it's 0. So a lot of brands like this, they'll make the serving size so small that it's 5 calories. That's what they do with Tic Tacs. That's why Tic Tacs are like, oh, 2 Tic Tacs is 0 calories, even though there's like 1 gram of carbs in it, which 1 gram of carb is 4 calories. Anyway, so just so you know, when you're eating Tic Tacs and all those other sugar-free things, like, don't just look at the calories, look at the macros, because it will tell you, like, this is 1 gram of carb per serving, which again is 4 calories, but they're allowed to legally say that 4 calories is 0 calories, but for the whole bottle, they can't lie, so they have to say the real total. Anyway, it's 10 calories for the whole bottle. I got grape and cherry, my 2 safe flavors. But then, this is what I saw this on the door. They have energy drinks now. It's probably gonna be nasty. They were all buy one, get one, so I was like, whatever, I'm gonna try them. Cosmic Cherry is what I'm gonna go with today. 0 sugar, 0 calories in a whole can, which means at max this whole can is 4 calories. Like I said, it was buy one, get one, so I also got Rockin' Rainbow. To be honest, y'all, it pisses me off when these brands make flavor names like that. What's Rockin' Rainbow? What does that taste like? The other one was like Paradise Pulse. Like, can you say what flavor it is? Because then I try to look on here and see like what are the flavors, and I don't know. I just got it because it was purple. But I'm gonna be mad if it's, I don't know, something nasty. I didn't get Paradise Pulse because usually those tropical flavors are like some sort of pineapple or coconut, which I don't do that. So we're gonna try Cosmic Cherry Fusion is what it's called. 7-Eleven Fusion. I will not be finishing that. It's very medicinal. It tastes like, I don't know, it tastes like something I'm not gonna buy again. So no energy drink for me. I already had one earlier this morning anyway. I just didn't have coffee, so that's why I was like, I can have 2 energy drinks. So I didn't have coffee today, but I don't need it. I will not be drinking that. But I anticipate that like this, even though it's the same brand and kind of the same flavor, is not going to be nasty. Yeah, it tastes like Gatorade. That's good. Okay, don't buy this. Okay, yoga's over. The room is warm, which is nice because it's hot yoga. So I did 1 handstand and I'm just gonna run it. There is someone in here, but she's like working out in her own little area. So she's not gonna be walking back and forth like homeboy was earlier today. So I'm gonna run it, and I'm gonna hit legs. Then I'm gonna run it, then I'm gonna do hit, then I'm gonna hit legs, and we'll see where we're at from there. So I just did I didn't do a complete full out. I got like 2/3 of the way, and people were I couldn't do it. It was really good up until then, and I'm pissed I didn't just like. It's really just hard to. I mean, the fitness girls know it is just really hard to focus when there are other people in the gym, like in the room. And it was good, but it was hard, and I just like kept looking, literally in the middle of my routine. I'm like looking at these girls to see like where they are. So I just stopped. I wish I wouldn't have stopped. It is what it is. But then I just did my HIIT workout, and it was really good. But now the room is completely empty, and I'm like, damn, do I want to pull out right now? But I'm not going to. I'm going to do a little short leg workout, and then we're going to see what time it is when I'm done. If I feel like I have time to like rest for a hot second, and then go in there and run another full out, like run a true full out, I will. Otherwise, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it sometime. I got some good reps in today though. Like I said, I wish I would have just finished the one that I was just doing because it was really good, but I just like literally just like this in the middle of my routine, like I couldn't focus, so it is what it is. My HIIT workout was really good. I have missed those. I might actually do another one later because I still have to do my hour of steady. I might actually do another 20-minute HIIT and then just do 40-minute steady. We're gonna see what my energy level's like because I still have several meals left. I've only done 1.5. But I didn't have time to do my egg whites this morning because I had to go grocery shopping. So that meal is egg whites and a protein shake. I only did the protein shake, and then I ate my pre-workout meal. So I still have, all these other meals. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe I want to go back in there and run this full out. I think I'm gonna go run another full out, like right now, while I know the room is empty. Before I hit legs, I'm just gonna go do it right now. It's in Anaheim. It's a muscle contest. So I joked with Allison. I was talking about how I tried to get my last video to be under an hour, and we were just talking about the lengths of videos, and she's like, yeah, like these little 10-minute videos don't even get me through my dog's walk. Anyway, and I was like, yeah, well, my videos are like, hi, I'm about to go to the bathroom. Okay, I just went to the bathroom. Like, I feel like I need to share every single detail. So in the spirit of that, let me update you, because what I said in the last clip is not what happened. It's kind of. So I went back in the room. I put my wrist wraps on, and as soon as my wrist wraps got on, someone came into the room. But at that point, I was like, I'm doing it. I don't care. I'm just gonna run one. So she's on the spin bikes behind me anyway. So I'm like, okay, we're going. I'm going. Routine feels good. Earbud doesn't come all the way out. If it would have come all the way out, I would have just kept going. But it was like hanging by my ear. So then I had to stop, fix my earbud, and it was over. I got a little further than I did when those other people were in the room, but I still didn't get to the end. However, it was really good up until that point. But I still haven't gotten all the way through it. And then at that point, I was just like, you know what? It's approaching 1 o'clock, which is when it's an arbitrary time that I said I wanted to be like on my way back home, because I gotta, like, at that point, that gives me less than an hour of time between picking up Reagan. I mean, of when I want to be there to pick up Reagan, so I don't have to park super far. So it was getting to be the time, and I'm like, you know what? I am just gonna go. You were not there before I was. Do these people not know how stop signs work? Y'all, we're gonna talk about what just happened in a second. Anyway, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to Marshall's or TJ Maxx, whatever's over here. I think it's a Marshall's. And I am going to see what sugar-free syrups they're talking about. I discovered this weekend that Bailey and Taco also love lavender. So I was like, well, let me check my Marshall's to see if we have lavender in ours. Because these flavors, again, similar to Grocery Outlet, how it's like kind of just like overstock. It's not like just because it's at one Marshall's, it's at the next Marshall's. So I was like, well, I know it was at my Marshall's, so I'm going to check my Marshall's. And if they have it, I'll bring it back because I'm going to go see them again next weekend. And plus I want to see if they have any sugar-free, like fruit-flavored syrups. So I'm like, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go home and eat my post-workout meal, and by then it'll be time to go get Reagan. Even though I still have not done legs and I still have not done cardio, but this is when the post-workout meal is getting eaten because I'm starving and I don't like to have my post-workout meal at the end of the day. Even if I'm working out at the end of the day, it's my biggest meal, it's my heaviest meal, it's my highest carb meal. I don't want to do that at the end of the day. So I'm going to do it now, and then after I do legs and cardio tonight, I will have my regular last meal, which is my yogurt and strawberries. So it is what it is. Okay. Now let me talk to you about what happened at that stop sign that irritates me. Okay, everybody. So it's a 4-way stop. However, so I'm going straight across. But on the other side of that is a stoplight. So if the light is red, the traffic's backed up. So I'm not going to go and just be in the middle of the intersection. I think that's the courteous and probably the legal thing to do is to not block the traffic. But the problem is, whenever I do that, people just decide, like other people just decide they're going to skip me. I'm like, no. It is still my turn. So you don't get to go block the traffic just because I didn't like. So if I'm going straight, like, look at, well, I'm doing too much. I'm trying to reverse into this parking lot, give you all an explanation. Okay. I want to go straight across the intersection, but there's traffic, so I wait. These people decide, well, I'm gonna go, and I want to turn left. So they're trying to go to the same place that I'm going, but there's still traffic. So I'm like, okay, you also should be waiting. So then the next person comes, and then the next person goes, and now it's my turn again. And these people just decide, like, no, it's my turn. It's not your turn. Like, there's still an order. Just because I didn't go because there's traffic doesn't mean you just get to go and skip traffic. I don't know. Maybe y'all are like, no, ma'am. If it's your turn, it's your turn. If you get skipped, you get skipped. But I'm like, if I go, now nobody's going because I'm sitting in the middle of the intersection. Anyway, it's not that serious because obviously I got through the intersection. So I'm going to go to Marshall's. So I want y'all to know I finished Marshall's, went home, heated up a meal, and got immediately in my car. Literally ate it at the school because I was like, I need to be at the school ASAP. I parked so close. Not the closest that I could have, only because I parked as close as I could to the crossing guard. Just because I don't want to cross the street without the crossing guard with Reagan, because she likes going to the crossing guard. Anyway, but I was like an hour early, and I was not the first person here. What? All right, Reagan, say hi. Hi. I am back at the gym for the third time today. So the first time was this morning trying to run a routine. Yoga class was in there. Second time was also trying to run a routine and getting HIIT done. And now I'm going to do quick legs and my steady state. This is how you know. Me again. Am I checked in? Okay. Steady state. Same guy's working. I always get embarrassed when the same person's working. Anyway, I got quick legs and steady state. Maybe HIIT if I'm feeling energetic. I haven't eaten another meal yet, so we'll see. Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, the 10th. I think it's the 10th. I am headed to train extremely late. Not extremely, that's dramatic. I normally like to get out of the house and give myself 20 minutes to get to the gym. This time I gave myself 14, which is fine because it doesn't take that long. Usually, it's just like the traffic in California, and I assume this is anywhere, but like if you leave, like I told someone when they were going to the airport, I'm like, listen, if you leave 4 hours early, like you're going to get there with 2.5 hours to spare. If you leave 3 hours early, you're going to miss your flight. Like, it's just like literally the 5 minutes. Still trying to hold that cough. Literally the 5 minute difference can make a 10-minute difference in what time you get there. So anyway, I think I'm still actually going to be on time, but on time for being early, you know what it is. 131.8, that's the third day in a row. Which is fine. It's whatever. Ruben's so silly. He was joking with me, and he's like, he said, I don't know what he said, but I was like about to make a last meal. He's like, what are you doing eating? And I was like, what do you mean? I have another meal. He said, that's why you're 131.8, all that food you're eating. He was like just joking because it's not a lot of food. Anyway, But I mean, I've still been doing perfect prep days. Your digestion slows down. When they ain't that much food going in, they ain't that much food coming out. But because I always noticed when I was cheating on my diet all the time, if I would add more food, like have a whatever, just anything that's more food, I would go to the bathroom. So that's just what it is. Like, it takes more food to trigger a bowel movement, okay? So, you know, it is what it is. You just keep sticking to perfect prep days. Yesterday was a long day. I cannot believe I had to go to the gym 3 times. But that's just what it had to be. The first time I went, I barely did anything. Obviously, I did like 1 full out, but I didn't really get all the way through because there was people in there, like it was too much. And then the second time I went, same thing. I got like a couple janky, not really full outs because there were people in there. And then my earbud flew out. I think that might have been the first time that my earbud flew. I don't know. My earbud flew out. And then I did my HIIT workout. And then the third time I went, I finally did legs and my steady state cardio. So it's like, realistically, when I'm doing all of that on the same day, it's just going to take multiple trips. It is what it is. But I shouldn't be spending that much time in the gym. Like, I know that some people do, which is crazy. Like, I remember leading up to Van, Abby told me she was on like 800 calories, and the girl was doing like 200 hours, 2.5 hours of cardio a day, plus she was lifting, plus doing routine and posing. Like, I'm like, you literally are spending 5 hours in the gym multiple days a week. Like, I was like, that's crazy. That's what I felt like yesterday. I literally felt like, I said that to myself. I was like, oh my gosh, this is how Abby Bolton feels. Just hungry and at the gym all the time. But it was a good, you know, it was a good day. I got everything done. I felt good. And yeah, now we rinse and repeat. I'm supposed to work out with Ruben today, which I know that I said that yesterday, or I think that I said that yesterday. But I'm so tired. The way that I feel, like, at this exact moment, I am so tired. I'm like, I don't want to do anything after I work, but go to sleep before I have to go pick up Reagan. Like, I don't think that I can lift. Now, granted, I'm going to wake up and I'm probably going to be fine, but the way that I feel at this exact moment, I'm like, yeah, I can't go straight to self-made. I have to take a nap. And the only way I will be able to take a nap is if I do it before I pick up Reagan. Y'all, I have not napped. I think I took a nap last week, whatever day, like, everybody was out of the house. I guess it was Friday. I just don't get naps these days. And I am a napper. Like, I know some people are not nappers. I am if I could, a daily napper. And today feels like one of those days. Anyway, all that to say, I did not take check-in photos this morning because I was like, my alarm went off and I said, oh no, not today. Not today. I gotta sleep in. I don't have an extra 20 minutes to be going down there fussing around with this posing suit, getting in here, setting up the camera, doing my posing routine, looking at the pictures, not liking them, doing it again. No, not today. I'm sleeping. So I did. Anyway, I'm drinking my lavender latte. I got about, 7 more minutes on this drive, so I'm gonna sit in silence with my heater on. They always come back. One other thing, completely unrelated to prep, but it's fire season right now. Like, when it's really hot in Southern California, but usually doesn't happen until August or September. And I actually don't know where this fire is. I tried to look it up yesterday. I think it might be in Orange County. It seems kind of far. I don't think anyway, it's raining ash, and it's crazy because I've lived back in California for a couple years now, and I don't remember any fires being close enough last year that it was raining ash. But this is like such a distinct memory of my childhood growing up. Like, it literally is. I remember mentioning it in college. I said, like, oh, it smells like a fire outside. But I lived in Hawaii in college. Like, it smells like a fire outside. And someone's like, what is that? Like, what do you mean? And like, this is what it smells like when there's a fire nearby. Like, it's not a weird smell. It smells like fire. But if you didn't grow up somewhere that has wildfires, you might not necessarily immediately, like, associate that smell with a wildfire. Like, obviously everyone knows what fire and smoke smells like, but it's just weird. Anyway, you can tell when it looks like fire. You can tell when it smells like fire, even if the fire is far away, because the color of the sky, like, it's just weird. Anyway, it's like bringing back these weird childhood memories. I don't have any trauma associated with fires. I have a couple of friends whose houses have burned down. I actually think one of my friends, Amanda, who's one of my members at Burn Boot Camp now, the one who was rubbing magnesium all over my body at athlete games, I'm pretty sure her family's house burned down last year in a fire. Because I remember her sister was getting married and she lost her wedding dress in it. Her sister is also a member. Anyway, all that to say, it's just weird. Like, I haven't like had this full fire weather experience, like with including raining ash, in decades. And it's weird, especially now that I'm a parent of a school-age child. I'm like, oh, are they canceling school? Because they would cancel school, they would cancel activities because you can't like be outside breathing the air. Anyway, California props. Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday. Okay, so clearly yesterday after I don't know what, went to pick up Reagan, I did not vlog because I was unwell yesterday. I tried to record several clips, but I just could not form a coherent thought. Like, there was so much going on. So basically, y'all don't really need to know the ins and outs of the day. My schedule just kept getting changed. Not really, it wasn't my schedule. It's just like I was supposed to do this, but then this took longer than I thought it was going to take, and then I forgot something at home, so then I had to go all the way back. It was just like a lot. So I was just like in a sour mood because it just took me all day to, like, I didn't finish with my entire day until like 8 p.m. and I wanted to be done like at 6 p.m. So anyway, it doesn't really matter. Here we are, another day, another dollar. 131.8 again. I am still the same weight. I did take check-in photos this morning. Oops. I did take, okay, just give me a second. There we go. I did take check-in photos this morning. I haven't even looked at them yet because I was running a little bit tight on time this morning because I wasn't planning to take check-in photos. Like, I set my alarm. Basically, if I wake up at 4:30, the chances of me doing anything other than getting ready for work are very low. So whenever I know I have to take check-in photos, and this is of course on mornings that I train, if I know I have to take check-in photos, I usually wake up at like 4:10. But anyway, so I woke up at 4:30 on purpose. I set my alarm for 4:25. But then I was moving a little faster than I anticipated, so then I like ran out in the garage and took check-in photos. But again, I didn't have time to look at them. I didn't even actually take the photos yet. You know, I take a video and I take screenshots of it. But anyway, I looked good in the mirror, so we'll see what I look like. I haven't pooped yet, so that's a big part of why the scale is not moving. I'm interested to see if, like, over the next couple of days, what goes on with that. I also think I have a lot of inflammation. I don't really know if I do. I just know that my legs have been sore for a couple of days. So in my mind, soreness is inflammation. So that just means I have water weight. I don't know. I'm making things up just to make myself feel better. Let's see. Today's cardio day at Burn. So I am going to train 2. And then I'm going to stay and take that first mid-morning one because that's the only one I can take. If I'm going to take boot camp today, I have to take the 8:30 because I have school drop-off, which overlaps 9:30 and 10:30. And then I train all the other ones today, like all these early mornings and the afternoon. So I'm going to stay, take that, come home, take Reagan to school. I don't know if Ruben will be at the gym today, so I'm either going to train with Ruben after I drop Reagan off or I'm going to go to Powerhouse. Again, I obviously get a better workout when I train with Ruben, but I don't know if he's going to be at the gym today. So because the people that he's normally training at that time that I train with, they're in peak week. So I don't know really what their workout schedule is like. We are going to their show this weekend, which I'm pretty excited about. So their show is about 4 hours away from here. So we're going to drive up there, go to their show, but it's only like an hour and some change away from Taco. So we pass Taco on the way up to their show. So we'll go to their show, and then after their show, we'll come back down to finish with Taco, and then we'll come home. Anyway, that's all, y'all. Gotta finish my lavender latte and sit in solitude. So I will check in with you, I don't know, maybe after boot camp or so. Remember when I said I wasn't going to order any post-show treats? Oh, you know what? Let me show you guys my bracelet that I got. So I actually got one for Allison, and I got her like a little keychain with her cat's like photo engraved on it because she had to put her cat down. Oops. So anyway, I got her one of these. It's like a custom bangle. with engraving. So I got hers engraved with actually this same thing, Remember Who You Are. Because she said that to me one time during prep, and I just really liked it. So I got it for her. So I got the same thing for myself, Remember Who You Are, and then on the outside I got You Can Do Hard Things, because I always say that to my members. And when I eventually published this book that I wrote 4 years ago, it's called You Can Do Hard Things. Don't steal my stuff. I only am putting that on YouTube because, y'all, I literally wrote this book 4 years ago. I've already had people read this book. Like, I just need to pull the trigger. Anyway, that's not what I came here for. What did I come here for? Oh, post-show treats. I said, I'm not going to do any post-show treats, blah, 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 blah. Then I ordered the half-seed cookies. Well, this morning, I ordered cinnamon buns from Mav's Top Buns again. Remember the ones that I ate 4 of in like 6 hours after Vancouver? Well, they do nationwide shipping, obviously. And they have seasonal buns. They have an apple crisp bun, and they have a pistachio baklava. Is that how you say that? Anyway, I asked them. I said, hey, are these still going to be in season? I don't actually need these. I don't really want them until mid-October. And she's like, the apple buns will still be on the menu for sure. She's like, I don't know about pistachio. So I'm like, I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to order them now and put them in the freezer. So I just ordered them. Anyway, I got to go train, but that's all I came here for. Okay, so I just filmed a clip that was going to be a continuation of this video, but in the middle of the clip, I decided is going to be the first clip in my next video. So I'm going to close this vlog here, y'all, only because Ruben and I started talking about peak week, and I want to keep that stuff on the same video. So I am at Powerhouse. I trained this morning, dropped Reagan off. I did hit. Now I'm at Powerhouse, ready to lift, and I am really excited about what we have going on. What accent was that? What we have going on. What we have going on starting tomorrow. Obviously tomorrow is not peak week, but we're starting to make some manipulations to get me peaked properly. So anyway, we're going to end it here. I know this is like a random time to end this video. I don't even know if I dropped any gems for y'all. I don't know if there were any messages. I don't know if there were any lessons. When I go edit, I'll know. I don't know. The title of this vlog might be, what was it called, Shantae? The vlog about nothing. Anyway, 10 days out, y'all. Thank you for watching the usual. And that's it. Let's go hit shoulders and chest.